morning, friends. Good morning, brethren, and good morning, brothers and sisters, my brethren and brothers and sisters, family. I thought in the week I've had a terrible schedule. So kanina narinig ko si Mina, sabi niya, "Did you have a good day?" Hindi ko nalaman kung sumagot kayo or hindi. "Did you have a bad day?" Hindi ko rin nalaman. So tatanungin ko kaya, "Did you have a bad week?" Who didn't have a bad week? I had a way of putting the question. Yeah, wow, good, thank you. Sometimes there are times na, wow, gusto ko kaya tumiko ito, ano ba? And as a fellow believer, I would confess, sometimes when things come to us or confront us, and though it may not really seem, sabi, bakit ang sama nitong tao? And then we find out na in the end, because we have done some disciplines in the week, we meditate, we had solitude, we had listening. Ano po ba yung binabagit ko sa mga life rhythms na narinig natin sa topics ng sermons for this previous month? It will turn out na it is not as bad as it seems in the surface. Hindi po ba? Meron po ba kayong gano'n na karanasan? Masama, tapos pagkatapos. In retrospect, it has helped us find more about our Creator and find more about ourselves in Him. Hindi po ba? I like seeing people who take notes. You don't have to nod if you don't feel to, but I feel confirmed and strengthened or ganyan. So, pwede po tayong say yes, pwede rin tayong magsabi no. Huwag lang malakas masyado. As I looked, sabi ko no, even kanina, I didn't mind very much fumbling around. No, I hope I didn't fumble so much. Kasi I felt I was in a safe environment. I feel safe with you. I can go wrong, huwag naman masyadong wrong. I will fall down, stumble. I feel safe with you. I think that is what that is what our Lord wants us to feel, even while we are knowing our own weaknesses and limitations. How we will react to situations. That's why the topic for today is submission. Submission. Sabi ng teacher, finished or not finished, submit your papers. Do I feel safe that God will grade me? Do I feel safe that I will be evaluated? Or, hey, you've done? Or will He have completed His work? Or will I have not finished my work? Have I not done enough? Am I in a field? Am I in a safe environment? I thought, I reflected, I will share with you some experiences I have in the week that make me feel, tingin mo na lang, bakit ngayon para lang mangyayari ito? Marami akong ginagawa sa nilagay. I did want to submit to those opportunities. To attend to, hindi ko nakita gano'n, to attend to somebody in need, to listen to someone who needs being listened to. Of all people na hindi talaga, I'm not very fond. I'll try not to make it very specific. Pero siguro, I cannot help mag along the way. Pero kaya kung sino po yun sa akin, kung mag-aarap ko yun o hindi. Can I spend time in silence and even listen to you? In the past months, we have been drummed, or I don't know, we have been coached and counseled and taught. Hindi ko lang sinabi teached and taught. Having discipline over desire. Ito po, let's go on. One day, I'm so sleepy. I have a desire to sleep. I'm trying to connect things the way it was presented to us. I hope I'm doing. And I was trying to practice the discipline here. Ito, so sorry for sleeping. Kintikaya nila. Sige. Tutulog na ako. Rest na ako. Sabi ka na. Gabi na. I deserve a rest. Ano po ba tayo gano'n? No? Lalo na yung mga kasing bata ko. Yan, si Ed, malaka ko. Pagdating na 8:30, gusto na matulog. Then I receive a call. So sabi ko, tapos na ako mag-discipline. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, sige na, rest na ako. And Lord, I submit my night to you. So did I think, or did I consider it? Ay, may tumawag. Sabi, Kuya, i-email kita. Sabi, mag-comment ka dito. Ganun ka po. Ha? Bigyan mo sa akin yung email address mo. The one called me Kuya is a person of a first degree affinity. In the affinity. Meaning, things of that. Who is espoused to a person of my consanguinity. Okay, complicating it. Wala na lang, ano? Kasi sabi doon sa pag nagsishare, dapat confidential ka, pero hindi. So, and I want people, I'm really not fun. Although may affinity ako sa kanya, hindi talaga. And I have given judgment to her. So this comes down at times, I have a desire to sleep. Sabi ko, Kuya, pwede ba akong pumunta dyan? Sabi ko, and my schedules really are, maybe for my age, my schedules are hectic. So sabi niya, I'll email to you, nasa-sense ko na, no? Sino ba, ano ba naman normally ang magiging papahulain ko na lang ba? Problema lang kay affinity ka, espoused to your blood. Problema sila. And I don't want to be a counselor. Sa loob-loob ko, alam ko na, So, in-email niya. So what happens, the next day, hindi ko nakita yung email. Nakita ko, wala. Hindi pala sabi ko, hindi ko nakita. So I spent time, very, very early in the morning. Pagkatapos na, I tried to have a quiet time. Nakita, bigyan ko nga siya ng panahon. I thought of the word submission. And around those times, mga 2 weeks ago pa ito I was looking at the notes. Ito, submission, ang topic ko. How is it related to the word submission? How is it related to this silence and listening? How is it related to the soul friendship na sabi ni Pastor Reggie? Salamat. I feel safe in this environment. Reggie. How is it related to submission? It dawned on me at the weekend old me, if this will not be infused with the Holy Spirit, I will not do it. Ayaw mo nga. Malay ko ng counsel. Di mo sa Dr. Carlos. Di mo sa psychologist. What would I tell them? So I silenced myself and I said, I will not tell them what to do. I will not tell them what to do. But I will share the Lord. I felt so serene. So dumating siya. Anyway, mamaya, tatapusin natin yung And the way it is, sometimes when desire for rest, desire for peace of mind, huwag na lang ako makialam dyan. Kasi hindi mo naman palalatayin sa situation, umalis ka na lang eh. The antidote for that is to submit to what the Lord presents, di ba? If we are a believer, you don't know yourself, this is a believer, and later I found out she is in the process of believing. You can listen to her and submit to the providence of the Holy Spirit and say, sige Lord, spend time with this. So it turned out, may problem. O kung ano people, may problem yung kadugo ko. So I cannot. So how I do this? I have to spend, I'm not bragging, no, my reference, but spend 7 o'clock to almost 11 o'clock, and it's past na, talaga tulog na ako. And she found me almost sleeping. So what I did, I'm relating yung itong quiet time. Sinama ko yung quiet time sa pag-ikipag-usap sa kanya kasi natutulog na talaga ako eh. Makakatawa ba? And literally I raised my hand and prayed. Tapos nang I raised my hand, nagising ako, sabi ko, can I pray for you? This is a person whom I have not told this before. Kaya, basahin ka natin, John 5. Sisingit lang na. Tapos ikutin. I thought I'd say this way. Ay, what did they say? Yung sa submission ba, sorry. John 4:34. I am confronted at the time. Lord, what will I do? Kakampi ko yung may kalaban niya. Nakuha niyo na? Kakampi ko yung kalaban niya, but here she is. She's asking, I don't know what she is asking. She's sharing it with me, and she wants me to give a familial pronouncement kasi mukhang magtutrobo eh. Sabi ni Lord, my food, if I may contrast it, not milk. Diba ba? My food, hindi niya sabihin my milk. My food is to do the will of Him who sent me and to finish His work. When I had my condition, I had worries. Sabi ko, hindi pa nga ako nakapag-share. How will I finish His work? Parang ikaw si Jesus Christ. How will I partake in finishing His work? But now, I am confronted with the opportunity. If He says, is to do the will of Him who sent me to finish His work, and I am trying to invite Jesus Christ to be in my life, here is the particular time to witness to her. I didn't even know that she would say, malay ko, baka nga sabi niya, yun na yung pinarito ko. And to my great surprise, nung nakakatulog na ako, sabi ko, can I pray for you? She said, yes, Kuya. And I don't know what to pray. I don't know what to pray for. So, sasagay tayong ganito. Ito po ang nagiging value ng quiet times. Kasi you are confident that the Holy Spirit will give you points for prayer. Will give you. It is a moment of parang ang tawag ng spontaneity. Sabi, what do I pray for? Huwag ka nang magalit dyan sa kapatid ko, talagang ganyan ang mga lalaki. Sabihin mo yun. Eh, kasi naman, ikaw, masyado kaya itang baka nagsususperat sa kanan, wala naman. Kasi what I was shown is purely, I have basis na maaaring totoo. What do I pray? What will I tell? So the daily disciplines that we have when we meditate on these words, na ang sabi niya, ang food niya is to do the will of the Father. The will of the Father is that, at ano ako, nagkaroon ng contest ka, ano ba ang will of the Father? O yan, to maghulog sa image niya, may isa naman in-emphasize is makilala ikaw si Kristo. So when we do the will of the Father, and then makilala yung ipinadala niya, ay dapat natin paniwalaan. Sumintro doon. I didn't say anything. You have to believe because He was sent. Can I pray for you? I didn't even know how she will accept that. So Sabi ko, nabasa ko kanina, at naniniwala ko. Yung pagpapaniwala doon sa pinadala, pwede ko ba ikwento sir? That's why it took hanggang 11:30. And 4:30, I have to wake up. Sabi ko, tepok ako nito, tepok ako. And tepok talaga ako, hindi ako nagising ng 4:30 kasi aalis kami ng maaga. But, I thought, the submission that we do when we meditate on His Word, and we know that we are in a safe environment, God will tell us through. So she did. Sabi niya, tama, ang marriage is yung lalaki ang babae at nasa gitna ng Diyos. Wow! That's also complete the whole thing. That's also complete the whole thing. And I wanted to escape from that. I mean, I wanted to escape. Hindi naman ako si Ate Deli. Alam niyo ba yan? Namin ni Ben, si Deli tayo. Nabot niya. Hindi naman ako si Brother Love. But, as we make this discipline and submit to Him our silent moments, do prayers at odd moments, you get the character of Jesus Christ. I am not boasting I have the character of Jesus Christ, but I found myself surprised. Saying, these are the people whom I will not. Kung siguro inasayan ni Pastor, o sige, punta mo ito si gano'n. Hindi naman pala inasayan. Sinadjust niya. Hindi naman siya nag-aasan. Nakita ko siya doon sa gilid na atawa. Sige, I'll do. Pero yung nasa labas, yung instantaneous moments. How do you do this? I suggest that submission is knowing you are in safe environment. Kaya gagawin at tutulungan ka ng Espiritu Santo. May kwento ako. Para hindi naman kayo masyadong matagtag dyan. Meron kami team last 2 weeks. Ginagawa ko na po yun mga 11 years eh. It's the same thing eh. Tanamit ka, akad ka ng wall. At magaling na ako dyan. Kunya, magaling na. Magaling na ako malaglag dyan. So meron vlog. Sabi lang, sir, huwag mo na natawilin yung vlog. Would you believe at that time, nagkukuha ako ng notes ng sasabihin sa araw nito. Sabi ko, submission. Okay, submission. Sabi ko, vlog. Submit ka sa what is confronting you. Are you safe? Eh, may tubig na. Hindi ka malipilayan. Pero naman sa namin, 5.5. Yun yung wala naman, 5.5. 6, 5.10 na po. So, pati pamati ko lang malamig sa ako. So, tinatawid na. Nung wala dito siguro hanggang sa paglabas, maipat poste. So, nilakad ko yun. That's 2 weeks ago. I had a premonition, mahuhulog ako. But what did I do it? I knew I was safe. It's just 5.5. And there were people with poles na pupuntahan ka, kukunin ka kung nilaglag ka. So what I'm saying is, let's be courageous. Let's not try to be discouraged. Let's not be trying to, huwag kaya maduwag, pag na-confront tayo, then, we will have to confess Christ to people whom even we are not sure if they will accept it or not, but the situation is there. But so, lakad ko, kumalog. The way it was done, talaga pagkasa, nakakalog. Sabi ko, malalagay na ako. Kaya matapos ko to, I have to finish my own work. I have to be complete with what I am doing. But since the whole thing is safe for me, I just fell down. Safe. Tapos, tumayo ko. Hanggang dito pala, tama nga, sabi ng mama, I believe him and he was correct. At nilagay ko na lang. And I went on. Did they accomplish the crossing successfully? No. But did I try to do it? Actually, the word is not try. Did I allow myself to be confronted with the situation? Yes. When I failed, did I die? Hindi naman. Basta lang ako. Nakakaya lang kasi I'm supposed to be magaling na. Hindi eh. Naglag ako. That's the same thing with this tao na sinasabi na I have to. I cannot really, brother, bear with me. I cannot really disimagine it. Dalawang word na gano'n. I cannot put it in my mind. Sabi ko, if I place the priority on some of my works in the morning, no? And based on my desire to sleep, take a rest, make sure I am okay for the morning, and here is somebody who's probably having a spiritual need. Meron nga pala siyang spiritual need. Kasi dumating sa point ang usapan namin is kailangan nga talaga na pareho kami in faith sa God. So anyway, and I thought it's going to be a madugo for me. Okay. I read in one of the daily bread devotions. These are not what they seem. And ito, it seemed to me talagang sabi hindi ko manutusutan to na hindi ako papalso. Tatakot ako eh. Mahirap to, parang kakamali lang ako eh. Doon sa grocery line, pagdaan ng ganun isa, ma'am, you have some bags you have some items na wala sa bag. Kasi you have to put it in a bag. Yun yata ang technique ng iba para makakalusot. Turn out, masyado malaking item, maliit yung bags nila. So, mali yung pag-iisip ng mali yung pag-iisip ng cashier na nagpapalusot siya. Something like that. Kasi ang requirement sa grocery line, sige, lagay niyo yung bag, Tapos ang cashier magtatanggal sa bag. Dahil gawain na ng marami yun, because people have been doing that, naging suspicious siya. But it turned out, masyado nang malaki ko, hindi na kasi sa available na ng support. So, pinadaan siya. Things are not, it seemed to be. Meron din naman isa, hiniram niya yung cup ng veteran, sinunod niya. So, dumaan siya doon sa cashier. Sabi ng cashier, "Sir, thank you for serving our country." Actually, hindi naman sa kanya yung cup. Sabi niya, "Oh yes, you're welcome." So, things are not what it seems. But in the end, there's a bigger to do. Yung pong ipinaforward ko dito, things might not be calling for a submission, but sometimes we need to submit to that. Sayang. Pag sayang, o kaya mabuti na lang, sasabihin ng isang libero, buti lang, ganun pala ang nangyari. Thank you, Lord. Solitude. Can I ask you, Mark 1:35? Malimang na pamigay 35. So, solitude. Before I met another person who said they will want to come to me. Before pala, in a night time, I was trying to practice ng mag-isa kasi puno na yung araw ko eh. Puno na. Kaya ba napupuno ang araw niya? Hindi ata wala. O kulang yung araw niyo. Or something like that. So you want to retreat, di ba? Okay. So very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up. Sabi kanina dun sa kanta, pagsikat ng araw hanggang sa paglubog. Eto, si Christ, bago pa lang sumikat. Jesus got up and left the house and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. So, si Art did something like that. Wala namang, I did not leave the house or yun sa office. I went into a place kasi may hingi doon sa akin, maski gabi na eh. Senso na, nung babalik kasi pagpauwi na. 7:30, inantok na ako. Sabi ko, solitude na. Nag-ring yung phone. Sabi, hindi ko muna, tinry ko iyon. God, thank you for the day. Thank you for seeing me through the day. nag-grade na naman. So, natapos ako. Sir, may naghahanap daw dito. Sir, seryo kasi yung first name ko kaya, sir. May naghahanap sa inyo. Ina-expect mo ba? Kasi tutulong mo sila. Sabi ko, hindi. A father, no, a male. Kilala ko siya. And he came on the wrong time. Diba? Sabi ko, magsasabit ako kay boss. Pinaras ko kay boss. I-email ko sa kanya. Yung boss ko na sa office na. Nang 11 o'clock. Hindi ko patatapusin yung gabi. Sigurado ka ha? Sigurado. Ay dumating to. Pagbaba ko, siya kasi, iba ko sa inyo kilala rin ko siya. Has difficulty, let's say, saka ko minsan wala siyang kausap na talaga. So, bumaba ako. Pagtingin ko, kasama ba na yung anak niya yung babae, maliit. Medyo alam ko na yung sabihin. Ano pa yung sabihin? So, bumaba mo na ako. Kasi pag doon, ano yun eh, ako ko kung tama ako mali. Kung kakapusin ko masahe, kapag sama yung bata, hindi pa kumakain yun, di ba? Ganoon. Sabi ko, nakasama ng isip. So what can I do? My weaknesses of concluding the behavior of people is driving me. And I have to face it. I will carry it with me and talk to them. Oh, dyan muna kayo. Knowledge ko kayo na nandiyan. Akit muna ako. So, akit ako. It was already dark. Gabi na pala rin 7:30. Hindi pa naman. And I went into a solitary place and said, "Where? Anong gagawin ko? Alanganin pa ba yung time? Di ba? It's way before that. I'm not saying I am a very generous person. Hindi lang pa bare-bare lang ginagawa. But, would you believe, or even sa inyong, your experience, this way, sometimes, because you bakit? Ba't ngayon pumunta? Hindi bukas or hindi after the sweldo ko na. I spent solitude. Sabi ko, tama yung direction you choose. They are asking us to practice the rhythms of life. Solitude. Silence. Putting discipline. Actually, discipline kasi minsan parang regimented yung work. Pero putting rhythms of life over desire. Taas na. Rhythms of life over desire. Are we that? Does the Father wants us to be that? Does Jesus Christ wants us to be that? Yes, He wants us to be with faith. We are all in a safe environment, but we don't know we are in a safe environment. If wala pang net eh. If I miss this will fall in a bigger net. And if we do, this is the crux of what I would say. I don't know how many of us really encounter what I'm saying. There are young people, there are old people. When I was getting to be in the 50s, 60s na po ako, kaya tugtog ko po yung meter 60s. Ay, wala akong purpose pa. Yung purpose ako, antayin ko yung dating ni Christ tapos. But I haven't spilled over. So, here, gusto kong sabihin sa mga kapwa, tumating yung panahon na minsan iiwasan natin. But Christ calls us, ito ang rhythm of life, kasama rin yung rhythm ng pagbabago, pag-peak, pagbabago, pag-peak. At least in my experience, ng love na gusto natin gawin. Sa kapatid natin, o kakapatid natin. So I spent, what did they say? I just spent it out. God, let me be alone. Correct me. I'm not hindi ka organization pero siguro. Kasama na rin yung hindi mo masyadong makonsentrate. I went out after 30 minutes. Bawa mo yung mamalo. Sige na. Pinakapi na pala, kasi kilala niya yung and true enough, this actually is a brethren, is a brother. He's having difficulty accepting na malapit na pala, Sir Art, kaya bakit ano malapit na? Malapit na yung end of, sabi ko, tagal na sinasabi, 2,000 years ago, malapit na yung end of the world. At di mas malapit ngayon. And he is so much worried. Bakit ka worried? Hindi ko sinabi yung pangalan. Ba't ka worried? Pedro. Ikaw, ano naman yung bata? So I recall saying, yung kanina sa natin, finished or not finished, kung anong purpose mo sa buhay, there will come a time, sasabihin nila, or submit your paper. You will come on a definite day. And what will be our acceptance of it? After we, for lack of a better word, practice, after we spend prayers, very happy, solitude, quietness, what will be our productivity? Are we to submit to it? Kasi hindi na ng plano, He will come. But in the meantime that we are placed in a condition na hindi pa na-fully end in time, and a new heaven and a new earth, like dahil sasama ko na has been there, and we are in full banqueting fellowship with the Lord, hindi talaga kompleto yung nag-earnings pa tayo. So, this guy is in trouble. At sabi ko, wow. Kinabukasan, magkikita kami ng isang prayer dito para may sunduin. Pupunta ko para maihatid ko siya, para makatulong siya. Ganoon ang pagkal ko. So, dumating to 8 o'clock. Nagkiwalay kami 11. And that's talagang my desire. Minsan sabihin ko lang, 10 minutes ka lang, ha? Kasi tutulog na ako. But now, God has graced me. Sabi, nakita ko nga dito sa isang topic natin. Grace and effort. Normally, ano mo is to exert effort. Totoo naman, kasi you're blessed. But God allows us the grace to operate in this safe environment. I'm not trying to propound it so much. No? Siya na yung nagbibigay ng opportunity. And when it happens to us, we should be able to spot it. No? Thank goodness. We should be able to spot it and pray to the Lord. So, pag nangyari dyan, kung may pagkakataon, receive mo na. Even before it starts. We pray. Well, kailangan ko bang sabihin yan, mga Kristiyano mga kausap ko. But my friends, from my experience, minsan, nakakalimutan ko mag-pray at the time of the day, at the time of the circumstance that is presented to us, so that we can really submit after exercising these things of life, or practicing, or living, or imbibing. When we do His work, kasi ganun din ang naging sasabihin sa kanya. Yung pinadala ng Father na si Jesus Christ has it all taken care of, has it all provided for. Ngayon lang, tumatakbo lang yung calendar. That's why when He comes, nakapag kami sa Revelation. When He comes, and so that when He will come like a thief, it is not a threat to the believer. Kasi ito pong mamang ito is, for the second time na nakausap ko na siya, the previous week at saka that week, he's worried, yung mga anak daw na will not make it. Sabi, bakit? We ran. Sabi, great and small. Kasi hindi pa lang narinig. Hindi ko pa sila nabibigyan ng comfort. Yun ang normal na natin. Hindi ko pa sila nabibigyan ng bahay. Hindi ko pa sila nabibigyan ng nasi-see-through elementary. Parang, pag sinabi ng God na finished or unfinished, submission your paper. Parang hindi tayo prepared. Parang wala tayo sa safety environment. Parang the safetyness or the safety of things begin only when we have perfected ourselves, which is not really coming true. Diba? Hindi talaga mangyayari. So what are we saying? My friends, we are in a very, very safe environment. Kahit nangalaglag tayo sa maraming nets. Kahit nalaglag ka sa log cable. No? O lumusot yung paa mo dun sa yung gano'n, the loadest, lumusot yung paa mo. Because it can take the weight. Sabi ng mga nagpapacilitate, this weight is tested, the weight that this can take is more than 15 people. But you only walk 7 people. Di ka nahatin, na-double pa yung safe. Even you fall off, kung kayo tatalon, at sabihin nyo na, sabi sa aming facilitator, at meron kayo intindi sa tumalon, sana huwag kayong tumalon kasi hindi advisable. The river is 6 foot deep. Pag mula nito ang ganda, you will still be surviving. So kung hindi ka malawin, tatawid ka dyan, meron kang safety mo. But I like to say this. It is not only that we will be safe, away from harm, but also away from our comfort zone of confronting the moment that we will present Jesus Christ as the one sent by the Father. It almost seems very illogical to give someone advice. No, kulang ka kasi ni Jesus Christ. But or injecting, no? But the guarantee that is with us, the Holy Spirit, talks to us. If we will practice the rhythms of life, we will be more akin to it. I'm not saying I'm very akin to it. I missed many opportunities. If we have silence when we have the opportunity, and that His words come to us, we will know when we are confronted with this. And we can present to them who the person of Jesus Christ is, even in 1 or 2 or 3 sentences, after giving him the listening, after being a soul friendship, or a soul friend to him. Sabi nga niya, sino yan? Arlen? Pastor, no? Pastor Reggie, Reggie. So Reggie. Even, sabi ng isang simple, it's a matter of, what do you want? The desire or the rhythm of life? Anong gusto mong gawin? Is it the effort that you are wanting to give, or wanting to recognize na the grace has come for us to reveal it to our neighbor, to our friends, to our persons of affinity, to our persons of consanguinity? Kaya kasi. But as we allow ourselves to submit to Him, and we take comfort in communing to Him, nawawala yun. We will still feel the pinch of the world na medyo awkward ka. Ito pala. Because night time na yun, 10:30, alam ko wala nang tao sa coffee shop eh. Nagsasara kasi yun, 10:45. Yung coffee shop po namin. Malapit po doon sa pinagkainan natin para sa in-advertise ko na. Doon kami sa sulok. Abay, di ko napansin, may pumasok pala. Nagbukas ng ilaw kasi pumikit ako eh. Abay, may naantok na ako. Gusto ko na sabihin ito sa kausap mo. Sige na, So I made decided. And I forgot that I raised my hand. Imagine niyo yung picture ko. Meron ako na pumasok dyan. Tapos kausap ko siya, ako, nakapikit ang mata. Tapos nag-raise ako ng hand. No? And put it over her forehead. And announced, medyo in an audible voice, although kaya walang mic, say, sabi ni Lord, if you believe in Him, life will be in you. At anong life yun? Pag-tingin ko naman, nakita ko yung mga apo natin sa akin. Kinuha ako kasi kilala ko yung isa. Tapos, saying yung mga spices of that. So kumakain ako. Tapos lumayo ako kasi nalilis ako. And we continued. We continued giving each other. Hindi lang ako. Hindi lang ako giving to her. A silence and a listening to Him. Para when we put ourselves in silence, we listen to the provocations of the Holy Spirit. Even at that moment, pwede mo rin palang practicing yung rhythm of life. Kahit may kasama ka. Eh, yun yung tinuturo eh, di ba? Yung mga umaten. tinuturo, pinapractice. Akala nga, ipapractice lang, no? Pero you're living it. You're living it. May isa pa ba? Actually, dalawa yun, situation na, pero may isa pa yata. Pero, okay. Did I mention already yung sa Revelation? So, in our daily dealings with application ng ganyan, there are dealings with our daily opportunities to recognize grace instead of physically pushing effort in our daily or in periods, opportunities to be a soul friend to somebody in daily. Meron in the future, I'm very certain, yun nga pala yung senior ko sa lalaki, very certain. And the way kasi it's worded is, he will come like a thief. Ulitin ko lang kasi alam ko sinabi ito ngayon. But it comes like a thief. Actually, if you are a believer or if you really twist it around, hindi naman siya threat. Parang kunyari, natutulog ka sa bahay. Meron nakapasok ng thief. Napagising mo, Mina, eto na yung crown of life mo. Kasi nakapasok siya. Ha! So it's more of a delight. Di ba? It's more of a delight. And that is that message. Baka sabihin mo, hindi ko pa nga naturuan na ako nga kasama sa bahay. Hindi. Finished or unfinished, pass your paper. Nandito na ako. I tell, saan ka tumaan? Mas baka hindi na nangyayari conversation na. Pinaprocess na ito. Doon, sa pinto, lumusot ako. Pati yung crown? Ganti na ito si physical crown. Oo. Nakakabigla ka naman. Eh, di ba sabi ko sa'yo, I will come like a thief. For people who will not believe him, he will come like a thief. He will do it like a thief. When the Lord said, I will come like a thief, hindi naman niya sinabi, I come like a thief. Nanakawag kita, hindi naman character ng ganito. But the essence of that coming, whether to your surprise or delight, is that one. So, sino pa ang gusto pasukin ng Lord? Like a thief. And we can be helped by what the Spirit teaches us. And we can be helped by what the church and the pastorate and people who teaches us from their point of view as they receive from the Spirit. The meetings of life. So my friends, hindi ko na po matatagalin. If at times we find ourselves wanting to be silent and pray, do it. If in the morning we found ourselves awake and we saw the light or the darkness is still there, pray. If somebody comes to and say, ano, ito kung mapapasukin ko ba? At you are not certain, have to do that. Ask Jesus to be around. And spend the next 3 hours. I don't know. Isa lang siguro. And even outside these personal encounters, in the future, sabi lang future it will really come to pass. The revelation is not a hidden thing, but it's a revelation. Hindi lang natin nakikita yung image, the meaning behind, the real meaning behind the images. But He Himself explained it. You will have baptism. Kahit hindi ko po visit yung mga lahat ng prisoners, binibisita lang yun kahit hindi ko po na magpapala lahat. So, pumayag na tayo. Even if we have not really prepared ourselves, but in our daily livings, let's respond to the provocation of the Holy Spirit. When the question comes, finished or unfinished, let the thief comes and say, yes sir, let me finish. Submit my paper to you, you are my Lord. Please be in class.